Your Country 1039 KGRT. Gino Aragon here with you, and live, oddly enough, in our Charlie Clark studios, we have Charlie Clark. How are you doing today? I knew it wasn't going to take too long to get there.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. And before we get started, just really want to quickly say condolences on the passing of Nana.
Thank you.
I'm sure that must have been really tough for everybody.
It was, I had to be, strong during that time. She didn't really have anybody but myself to take care of her. And so when she passed, of course, I took care of all the arrangements, and a lot of my family members, as far as the my company is concerned, showed up and were pallbearers, and they were there for me, and we were there together to support each other. Lots of outreach from the community. The funeral took place down in McAllen, and I bought her a very nice plot that was fitting for her.
Go.
And I'm going to put a nice a monument there to her, in her memory, in memoriam, so you really for me, she lived to be 99, so I told her, tienes que vivir hasta 100 años. She made it to 1 month before she's going to turn 100, but she lived a full life, and she went peacefully, and try to keep her as happy and as comfortable as I possibly could in her later years.
At 99 years old, that's a long life. And it is, I think at this point in time, you let her go off to her reward, and she's definitely going to be keeping an eye on you. You know that.
Yes. Now she's omniscient. She's going to be all knowing, seeing everything. So I really can't mess
up. You really can't mess up. She's definitely going to know what's going on.
I should get get the lightning now.
Pow
will be lightning.
Watch out.
Trueno.
Yeah. Careful what you say when you got to watch out for that lightning.
Even the thoughts.
And I'm sure she's very happy about everything that is going on with you right now. In fact, I know you've got the new Infinity store. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, actually, we just had recently finished the remodel.
The remodel, yeah.
And Teresa Montes is our new executive manager there, and she's got experience with Cadillac and BMW in the past, and she's really gotten in there and putting her own team together and getting it going. So we're very happy to have her, and we're just remodeled the store in the new iReady look.
Yeah.
And so it's right next door to our Nissan store. So we have a Nissan 2.0 facility, which we're the only ones in the whole area that have that building, that upgraded facility, and we invested in that. And then now we've done the same thing for Infinity. Which, for those of you who don't know, Infinity is Nissan's Highline. So luxury brand for Nissan would be Infinity.
Yeah. But so I'm sure all the remodeling done, the building looks really nice, and of course you had to get all of that done before a very important thing that is happening for you tomorrow, right?
Well, the grand opening. The actual grand opening. We're gonna have some city officials there, and county judge giving a speech, and we're very, very excited about it. The UTEP officials will be there as well, and hopefully we can have some New Mexico officials as well.
Yeah, and you've invited just about everybody.
Yes,
there. So that's going to be a good thing, and I'm excited about that because you're going to get a lot of people there, and all the work that you've done for that kind of culminates when that ribbon gets cut, and you're ready for that grand opening. So that is awesome.
Yep, we finally got we actually got the franchise right when it was really tough to get inventory, when everybody was having issues, and especially Infinity. So to get our wheels go spinning,
no pun intended,
turning, no pun intended. It was a bit difficult, but I can tell you now, no excuses. We've got cars on the ground, and we've got the right leadership, and we are about to take off. So I'm excited about it. The other exciting news is Danny Trejo, who actually was kind enough to agree to come to our grand opening. She's showing up today at noon. So
that's going to be pretty awesome. And of course, Danny from, I'm guessing
when we did our movie together.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be
The
how
Green Ghost.
The Green Ghost.
Yeah. So
I still chuckle every time I hear that.
well, the Gringo, I'm glad, because that was the whole point of making fun of the Gringo hero, the anti-hero, Gringo heroism in general. But yeah, he was great to work with, during the movie. I gotta tell you, just
everything I've heard about the guy is just like he's the biggest teddy bear. He looks tough and mean, but he's the nicest guy.
The nicest guy. I mean, super, super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
How you doing? And look forward to seeing you, man. Love you, brother. And it's like, it's just, this guy is just amazing.
That is pretty cool. And of course, that ribbon cutting ceremony is scheduled for 1:00 tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay. And of course, Danny's going to be there. Now, I heard that you also had Luis Ortiz scheduled.
I did have Luis Ortiz. Unfortunately, I got a call last night from his manager that his daughter's having some health issues.
Oh, yeah.
So she's not. He has to be by her side right now. So, but I was fortunate enough to meet him up in New York recently when I went to a boxing event up there. What was that boxing event called? Was that Deontay Wilder? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so I was there for that. And Martin, who's standing here, my marketing director.
Martin is the ghost on the outside of the frame right there. Yeah.
He's standing right here, but I surprised him because when I went to dinner with Ortiz, and I know he's a huge boxing fan, so I had taken him out to dinner and I FaceTimed him. And he had no idea. He thought it was just me FaceTiming him, and I passed over Ortiz. He just freaked out. So I knew that would get him.
Oh no, I know. One of these times we're gonna get Martin on camera. Don't worry, we'll be able to do that. But yeah, it's gonna be that's a cool. I like the FaceTime story because I've done that a couple of times myself with a few people. You know? And it is fun to kind of go ahead and do that and let them go and do that.
And the guy's so humble and righteous too.
Yeah, they're all really nice.
Yeah.
And of course, like I said, the ribbon cutting ceremony is tomorrow at 1:00. And
so all weekend long I have Danny staying through Saturday.
Oh wow. Okay.
We're gonna try to get Danny over on Saturday to do an autograph signing at Charlie Clark Nissan.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll obviously be doing that tomorrow at Infinity.
Yeah.
So but do either Nissan tomorrow or Saturday based on depending on his schedule. But I think he's going to stay through Saturday and fly out Saturday afternoon, and we'll get him over. I would say Saturday around 11 in the morning at Charlie Clark Nissan, El Paso, and come get an autograph.
There you go.
Danny.
And
I'm going to try to get some Green Ghost posters if we can get that, and Danny can sign those.
Oh, those would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And also, of course, speaking of this weekend, it looks like you've got a big sale going on. What's going on with that?
Yeah, the big game sale. The big game sales event.
The big game, big sale.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right. So it's going to be a big deal. We're doing raffles of TVs, big screen TVs.
Oh, nice.
And 65-inch televisions. Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have to buy a car to get this. There's no gimmick here. Just come on in, register. You can actually win. Hang out with us. We want to have a fun environment all day long, and every hour or so we do a raffle, and we raffle off a grill or we'll raffle off a television.
Your dealerships, just going over there for the weekend sometimes is just a lot of cool stuff going on. I mean, you've had everything from barbecues, cookouts to concerts and the whole thing out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I want it to be I want it to be an event. I want it to be a destination to where it's not just buy a car.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a car.
Yeah.
And I have to put up with some boring atmosphere, cold, frío y seco, como dicen, and I want to be the anti that.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. I want you to feel like, okay, well, you get the great deal at the same time. You can get a car, you can have fun.
Yeah.
You don't waste your Saturday. Like people are like, I want to be at the park, or I want to be there, I want to be at the movie, or whatever. And they're like, wow, I'd rather be here. So that's the point. And people there's been some others that have tried to replicate certain aspects of what we do, but it's like a recipe. You have to have all the ingredients there, the right people, the right music, the right it's got to be the right attitude, the right heart. It's all of it. So, and Nana being the lead image of the whole thing now from heaven. But
Oh, trust me, she's having a good time
Oh,
watching
she is.
everybody enjoy
She is.
themselves. And there's no rule that says you can't have a good time while you're buying a car.
That's the
There's
point.
no rule. Right
That's
against
exactly
that.
right.
Yeah.
No one else does it. So people are like, "Oh my God, thank you for making this fun and actually doing a great job and paying attention and caring about how we feel."
Absolutely.
A lot of times, go into a place and they're just like, "Wow, they don't talk to me."
You're just another number. You're just
Right.
another sale. You're just
Right.
another something else
And then
like
as soon as
that.
you buy
Yeah.
the car, adios.
Yeah,
And
you're
that's not
done.
us. That's where it all begins. You
Mhm.
know. So
That's just the beginning of the relationship
That's
that
right.
you have with your customers.
that's correct.
Absolutely. Well, I know we've got the big sale going on this weekend. Lots of opportunities for people to have some fun, and the TV as well
Yes.
that they could win right there. And the ribbon cutting tomorrow at 1:00. That's going to be at the what locate that the Infinity Store, right?
Yes.
Okay. And of course, all the remodeling. It's going to be cool to maybe take a look around and see what you've done with that place, and it's going to be pretty awesome. But you've got quite a weekend ahead of you, and I know you're a busy guy because you were just talking about doing meetings in your car. So
Yes. No, well, we're doing, promoting this what we're doing this weekend with the grand opening and the big game.
yeah, letting everybody know.
Yeah, letting everybody know. Another thing I'd like to let everybody know.
Okay.
I have a Nature Conservancy Foundation in Chile,
Oh, okay.
and I actually purchased the land from the Tompkins couple. He actually passed away in 2015, but they started North Face clothing line.
Oh, yeah.
And so where they lived, they had their homes. They owned way more. They donated 1/9 of the national park, but it's a 10 million acre park. Okay, we're the only ones who can be at the opening of that park. No one else can move in. I happened to buy it right before the rest of it got dedicated as park.
Okay.
In other words,
Okay.
so I've been protecting it because they wanted to cross a highway, and I said, no, this is too sacred of a place. I'd rather even donate it back if I had to, rather than you all destroy it. So I've been producing honey off of there. This amazing honey, the best honey you've ever tasted in your life. And I'm not necessarily I'm going to sell some of it, but mainly I'm going to give it to all my customers.
Oh, wow.
So when you buy a car with me, I'm going to give you a free jar of the best honey you've ever had. And it's like a $30 jar. So I'm just telling you, it's in retail, you know what I mean? But you've never had anything like it. No road gets there because obviously that's the whole point, block the highway.
Yeah.
And so the highway has not come through. We've successfully blocked. The new administration down there is trying to go through now, but we're going to block them again. But we're going to be producing water out of there because we have 2 freshwater rivers that come off of a glacier. And we're going to be giving water to people down there who are in need, or in places in Chile where they don't have a lot of water at all. So we're going to donate, make it a social service as well. Have another reason not to cross a highway over and contaminate that water. So we've got some interesting projects going on, but I want everybody to know I've got a lot of people who've come in for service at my place that have done service with me over time. That I want you to come get a free jar of honey on me. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. I want to make sure that everybody sees my face when I see this. That sounds like a real sweet deal. Pun intended on that one.
Yes, absolutely. So please behive yourself.
Oh, he beat me. He beat me on that one. Charlie, you are. I walked into that one. I will fully admit I walked into that one, but I don't pass up a sweet deal.
There you go.
Behive yourself and
come see me.
That's it. Before this gets too bad, before this gets even worse, Charlie, thanks a lot for visiting. Of course, it's always a good time to have you here in the Charlie Clark Studios.
Thank you.
Here at KGRT, and of course, lots of fun going on.
Yeah,
this
come
weekend.
see me, everybody. I'll be here. Danny Trejo, Machete will be here. Come see us. It's just going to be a really fun weekend.
Absolutely.
Starting now.
Yeah, starting now. Make sure to go ahead and check it out. That is Charlie Clark Infinity for the grand opening. Nissan, you've got down there too.
Yeah.
Great deals. And like we said,
inventory.
They've got them in stock.
Yes, we do.
So make sure you go ahead and check it out. Once again, Charlie, thanks for coming in. You have a great weekend, and I know it's going to be amazing.
Thanks, New Mexico. Dame chance, por favor. Come see me. Charlie Clark Nissan. Orale.